Welcome back to Must Win Weekend. Again, I have to do a little preamble before this segment as well. There was a debate about whether or not we should even do today's Must Win segment because one person here was worried, and I quote, about us looking like lunatics. So I have to address it. Now, it's a fair concern since everyone in the playoffs is in a must win. So this is what I came up with. It's like how everyone must sleep, okay? But a doctor on a 24-hour shift obviously must sleep more than you. Now, you still must sleep, but if the segment was called Must Sleep, the doctor would win. You would get points if you said a doctor that was on a long shift. I would say, good point. That's must win, okay? Everyone needs sleep. Everybody needs to win. Some people more than others. First up.
That doctor on the 24-hour shift, I would argue, can't sleep.
Yeah,
I think doctor would be the worst.
We're on the 25th answer. We're on the 25th hour.
Okay. A doctor after 24 hours.
Yeah, after hour. Or even a quick nap.
Prior to the
You don't want a surgeon in there like I've been up for 23 hours.
I'm not
leave my
getting
leg
surgery
alone.
by a guy who's up 24 hours. That's terrible.
No,
I wouldn't.
It happens. My wife's a doctor. I know. They stay up late.
You don't want that.
No, but the
Ideal
doctors,
surgery about 6 hours into the shift.
that's
Have a cup
gotten
of coffee.
softer too. The doctor,
Doctors?
they make them sleep more now than they used to.
I want my surgery about 2 hours into the shift.
2 hours you just got there?
Nick's not gonna be
2 hours.
I mean, Bruce said that's gotten softer too because during the breakthrough was like, what's up with these schools being canceled because it's cold?
Well, that is.
Back in my
Cold
day.
weather should not cancel school.
Mine is
Only
13.
feet of snow.
Okay.
I buy that.
2 feet of snow.
All
That's
right,
how you
must win for the Bills. Who, bro?
All right,
Lock in.
Sean McDermott.
Solid
All right,
answer.
now everybody's talking about the Bills are 4-1, or at least with Allen 4-1 against the Chiefs in the regular season.
Yes.
0-3 in the playoffs, and they're putting that on Josh. That looks a lot like a coaching stat to me. You can beat them in the regular season, but you can't beat them in the playoffs? Is Andy, now that both teams really zero in and hone in on their opponent,
Good point.
the Chiefs staff is doing it better than the Bills staff. Now, of course, McDermott shouldn't get fired if they lose this game, but this will be his 8th season there, and it's like, can you get us over the hump? A few years ago, I thought he should have been on a hot seat. Now he shouldn't. Done a great job. But still, when you going to get over the hump? Must win for Sean McDermott.
I'm going with the ghosts of Buffalo past. So when they had Jim Kelly there, and Nick talked about it briefly, 6 years, went to the AFC Championship game 5 times, went to the Super Bowl 4 times. They lost the first AFC Championship game, then they lost 4 consecutive Super Bowls. Tragic. Now they've got Josh Allen. He's been there 6 years. They've gone to the playoffs all 6 times. This is his second chance at the AFC Championship game. Hopefully he can win, get to the Super Bowl, and help the ghosts of
Is that
Buffalo
a-
past.
So I wrote Brew, I wrote Sean McDermott. You want me to write ghosts?
Of Buffalo past. Yes.
Is that a
Wow.
Ghosts.
You guys
That's
hit up
the answer. We just ripped him for sharing his dreams.
In preparation for this, because I don't ever know when I'm going to go, I have 3 answers for everyone. And what's amazing is you guys left me all 3. So Wilds, pick your favorite.
Take your pick.
Oh, no, say one.
No,
Say one.
Hey,
Only one.
no, I don't
Only
even care
one.
about the point. I want to make them all. First and number 1, Deion Dawkins, who on the radio today referred to the Chiefs by, and I quote, the former champs. Oh, buddy, watch yourself. The obvious answer is Josh Allen. The inside baseball answer is dear friend and colleague Jason McIntyre, who, if the Chiefs make another Super Bowl, another year that he has declared them officially cooked and dead, that guy is going to be deep in Reddit on the ref conspiracy theories.
Coach gets it. Just
Wow,
for
for
the
the
creativity.
ghosts.
I mean,
Wow.
he said ghosts. I wasn't
Wow.
expecting
The
that
history.
one.
You gotta represent
What about
it.
Deion Dawkins? That was a
That was a good
Deion
one.
Dawkins
But you should have
was
just
good.
stayed that. All of a sudden, you didn't believe it.
Felt convoluted.
Opposite side of the field, the champs. Another round of the Arrowhead Invitational. Mahomes never lost to Josh in the playoffs. Who's this a must-win for, Coach? The board is yours.
Yeah, I'm going with Travis Kelce.
Oh,
and
good one.
here's why is he's got an opportunity to be part of something incredible and be part of history. And I think if that happens, he'll probably move on and go on to a podcast, TV, maybe get married, have a family. And I think it's time. And you leave at an absolute high note. If they lose this game, he might be tempted to come back and continue on this run, where I think it's probably time for him to get to the next phase of his life.
Because this would be, if you're right, Coach, the last game he ever has at Arrowhead, theoretically.
It would be an amazing way to end a career.
All right. Everybody knows the Chiefs season starts conference championship week.
Yeah.
Twice since Mahomes have been there, they've gone 0-1. The first time they did it, 2018, they fired somebody. The defensive coordinator, Bob Sutton, from Steve Spagnuolo. Second time they did it, they traded someone in Tyreek Hill. So the answer to this question, sadly, is Matt Nagy, the Chiefs offensive coordinator.
Wow.
Because they don't accept winless seasons in Kansas City. And that's what a loss this weekend, it's happened twice. They have made a seismic change both times, changing coordinator, trading away one of their best players. So the answer, I like the guy, but it's Matt Nagy.
It's solid.
Coach went the sentimental route. Nick just went literal. I mean, that really could happen. I'm going with DeAndre Hopkins. All right, 32 years old, no longer a great receiver, still good. But he's going to be a free agent after this season. And we know the Chiefs have the young receivers. Rashee Rice will be back. We saw how emotional DeAndre Hopkins was when he got to the Chiefs. Right after the first game, it's a dream come true. I mean, this guy, 14 years in the league, only made the playoffs 5 times. He wants a Super Bowl. Do it for DeAndre.
Can I
also no catches last week?
First game in his
one
entire
target.
career.
Yeah.
First game in his entire
Do
career.
it for DeAndre. He's been a Chief for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Coach taking jabs at
Well,
Michael
That's
Tate.
part of the game.
I'm just saying, I'm talking about a Kansas City legend. We're doing it for DeAndre.
Do it, Wilds.
What?
Thank you.
It's 1-1.
Appreciate that.
Travis is right.
For
But he had no catches.
coordinator?
I mean, you had a chance, and then he just boom, snipes it.
Playing dirty.
Commanders in Philly Sunday at 3 on Fox. Eagles almost touchdown favorites as Sirianni and Jalen Hurts tried to make it to their second Super Bowl in 3 years. All right, Nick, the board is yours.
The right answer, Wilds won't like it, and he is the scorekeeper, but it's the right answer, is Nick Sirianni. Jalen Hurts has an excuse if they lose. We've seen the play. He is hurt. I do not care how they list him on the injury report. I watched how he got bit back. I watched him try to move. We also saw that after that play, the head coach was playing a game with the devil on his shoulders. Like, I dare you to drop him back in the end zone. It's like, you think I won't? I'll do it. Watch Saquon run for 90 yards. All right, we need 1 first down to ice the game. I bet you won't do a play-action boot. Like, oh, you bet I won't? Watch me. And they almost lose the game. Had they lost that game, blowing a 13-point lead in the final couple minutes, I truly believe he could have been fired. It would have been that catastrophic of a defeat and self-inflicted. I do not think there's any circumstances under which he would get fired after this. But I do think that Philadelphia, if they lose a home playoff game as a touchdown favorite to a rookie, they're going to come for somebody in the local media and the local fans. The quarterback has an excuse. The coach does not. It's Nick Sirianni.
It's Jalen Hurts. This is Philadelphia. They don't do excuses. They booed Santa Claus. Who else? You're not going to blame Saquon. You can't blame the receivers, the offensive line, the defense. Everything else is top flight except the quarterback. This is the team that got rid of Carson Wentz after giving him the huge contract and seeing him play at an MVP level.
I mean, it's a bold.
You don't think they might? Who knows what could happen with Jalen Hurts if he doesn't play well and they don't win this game. So Jalen Hurts must win.
It's A.J. Brown. It's absolutely A.J. Brown. So last year they had the supernatural funk. They limp into the playoffs. They get beat up in the playoffs, and so then we go into this year. The vibes are incredible. Saquon Barkley has totally changed everything about that team. And then we got to take out a book and we got to show the whole world that I'm unhappy about this. Now, the network did a nice job having a feel-good story about how he has the book and tried to clean it up, but it's obvious what it was. So with a team that everything is going so well, and now you've got the NFC Championship game at your home stadium against a team that you should beat, you're going to take the chance to ruin the vibes that are great. And it doesn't have to be that way. It never had to be that way, but you had to make it about you when it shouldn't be about you.
I gotta be honest.
2 to 1 to 0. It's
Coach is
Moneyball.
humming.
This is worth 2.5.
Coach is humming.
2.5.
2.5.
So you're just making it so Brew can win?
Yeah, you got it.
Give me a shot.
Finally, Commanders have a lot of momentum. Tom Brady recently said Jaden reminds him of Tiger Woods. So it's back to you, Brew. Remember, you do have your pass.
Oh, you know?
It's up to you.
Pass.
Who's going to pass it?
Wow.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take it because this is a home run. I'm going with Zach Ertz. And here's why.
Oh, the beef with Sirianni?
Well, not just the beef with Sirianni. So Zach Ertz gets drafted in the second round. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. He's got the record for receptions by a tight end while he's in Philadelphia. And then they decide to trade him for a cornerback and a little bit of cap space to Arizona. So he goes to Arizona. He has some unremarkable seasons. He spends the end of last year on Detroit's practice squad. He signs with Washington for 1 year, $3 million. He has 66 receptions, which is the same in the regular season as both starting tight ends for Philadelphia combined. He's got double the touchdowns of both the tight ends combined, and now he's going back there after having hurt feelings with a chance to say, hey, maybe you shouldn't have gotten rid of me after all I did for the organization.
Coach, and let me just help Coach out. And the last time they played, and the handshake line, Sirianni talked trash to him, had to give him a Zoom call the next day to apologize to him. So that's a great answer, Coach. Not as good as this one. Jaden Daniels, here's why. I knew you'd give that quizzical look.
Hit the easy stance.
Here's it's the opposite of an easy stance. Everyone thinks this is a house money game for Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie. No rookie's ever made the Super Bowl. So who are the 5 rookie quarterbacks who have made it to this round? Well, Brew had the list earlier. I've got it for you. Dieter Brock, Sean King, Mark Sanchez, Joe Flacco, Brock Purdy. With respect to our colleague Mark Sanchez, who I love, any of their careers after that point go the direction they had hoped? Anybody was like, okay, we made the NFC Championship game? No. The answer is no. It all kind of.
Flacco won a Super Bowl.
But career didn't go the way it hoped. Come on, give me a break.
And
career didn't go the way it hoped. Career didn't go the way it
He
hoped.
just went to the playoffs as like a 42.
Right, he's still chasing that ghost.
And a fantastic
Still chasing that high.
Right. It's a good effort. It's over for you. He won the Super Bowl. Coach is like,
I know he
shouldn't have said
what do you want to do?
Well, that's the
problem.
list.
All right,
He gave it a shot.
here we go.
This is a Hail Mary.
Coach's was cute. Nick's was just,
Perfect.
trying something. Dan Quinn, all right, 7 years as a head coach. This could be his second time leading a team to the Super Bowl, and not just any old team. This dude is a reclamation manager. When he went to Atlanta, they won 6 games the year before he got there. His second year, they're in the Super Bowl, about to beat Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
And then this year, they won 4 games last year. You give him a rookie quarterback, and all he does is get you to the NFC title game at least. This could mint Dan Quinn. He would be a made man if he wins this game. His job would not be in jeopardy for at least another decade.
So
4.5 to 1 to a shutout.
Wow, Brew got 0.
Tough one.
That's why he was worried he'd look like a lunatic.
Oh my!
I literally could have walked off set after my answer.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.